Like, I'm really congested from, like, I think I'm not sure if I'm sick from Ariel or if it's just
Well, I'm still getting over a cold, so
like
I still
allergies.
feel
You
it,
have a
and
head
my
fog.
throat's a little scratchy, and
My throat's a little scratchy too.
but I've got my tea, and we're gonna power through.
Got my cold brew.
Welcome to the haunt.
Oh well, sorry, I was drinking.
That was bad timing. If you're new here, I'm Brick. This is Sheesha.
Hi.
We talk about spooky things. I did the full introduction for you. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. Awesome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the haunt. Spooky times.
Woohoo, woohoo.
Yeah.
So,
I'm kind of jacked, but yet a
yeah,
little foggy.
I'm just foggy.
That's
we're
cool
we're
too.
gonna get through it. Today we're gonna travel to Franklin, Kentucky.
Why have I heard of Franklin, Kentucky before?
Maybe you've heard of this location.
Okay.
We're going to Octagon Hall.
No.
No, you haven't heard of it?
No.
Okay.
Where'd you hear about this?
I think I first heard about it on The Most Terrifying Places in America.
Okay.
And it popped up on my YouTube last night, which is why I'm doing it today.
Because it's just fresh in your brain.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I saw it and I was like, oh, well, let's do this. The way I research things is really weird. I'll just go through a bunch of different things and just do like a little bit of research.
On everything,
and when
and then you find something that like,
yeah, and
interests you the most.
when I get goosebumps, I'm like, this is it. So this one gave me goosebumps.
I like that vibe.
Yeah, that's kind of how I roll.
I got goosebumps now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So Octagon Hall, it's about 50 miles north of Nashville, Tennessee. And it is, oh, that was me.
What's it? But that
Yeah.
was not me.
We'll deal with it later. Okay, so it's about 50 miles north of Nashville, Tennessee, just right on the border there
Oh, okay.
in Kentucky. It is widely known as one of the most haunted places in the South. You okay?
Coffee
What?
just spat up into my eye. Okay.
Oof, okay. Do you need like an eye drop? Are
No,
you
I'm
good?
good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm just.
That's how today's gonna
It's
go.
just startled me. Got me right in the eye.
So anyway, the history. Oof.
Yeah.
This is actually a bit of a struggle for me today.
Manon.
In 1847, a man by the name of Andrew Jackson Caldwell, also it should be noted he was a slave owner, started construction.
Garbage.
Yeah. Started construction on the Octagon. It took 13 years to construct and was finished in 1859. It is an octagon shape, and it's the only octagon shape in the South. Listen, some people might not know that. It is shaped like an
I hope
octagon.
it's called the octagon.
Hence the name. Well, there could be like some weird like octagon in there or
Pentagon.
something. Well, oh yeah, the Pentagon is a pentagon. I was like, it's actually an octagon. No, it's a pentagon. I don't. The brain is not there.
With how much you have gone to college.
Well, and I was picturing the Pentagon in my head and being like, yeah, that's 8 sides. I'm like, oh, wait. Definitely not.
Oh my god. Okay.
I feel really dumb, too, for, like, never putting that together. It's called the Pentagon because it is a pentagon. Duh.
Okay.
Anyway. It said that Caldwell created it as an octagon because of sacred Masonic geometry, as he was a prominent member of the Freemasons.
Here we go.
Well, that's all I'm going to say about that, to be honest. That's...
You know what? I'm just gonna... Okay, I have tears because that was funny. Let me... Excuse
While
me.
you're looking for that, I'm just going to mention I've been so
I'm just
scared.
making notes.
You're what?
I'm making notes.
You're making notes?
Yes.
On my presentation?
Yeah, I'm in a...
I expect some constructive criticism at the end.
Girl, I don't got time for none of that. Okay, I'm making notes on. Can I get a new note? Thank you. On what to do.
Oh. All right, cool. Um, no, but every single week I've been like actually really scared that we're going to have the same topic because if you're at home and don't know, we record 2 episodes each time we get together to record, where
Or 3.
or 3, yeah. But for every other episode, we each do all of the research and the other person reacts. So I'm surprised that we've never had the same topic when we've gotten together to record. And I'm impressed with us, so I'm just going to give myself a pat on the back, and I've probably jinxed it now.
That's because you're not as dark and sadistic as me. I lean into dark and sadistic stuff that you don't necessarily want to lean into.
This one's a little dark.
A little dark?
We've got some demonic entity at this one,
Becky
which
talks
we'll get
about
into.
demonic entities.
We'll get into.
Okay.
And there's rumors that this demonic entity had killed someone. But we'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Ooh.
So, it's also said that the octagon shape traps paranormal entities. I don't know where that belief comes from, but I don't know. That's
Really?
yeah, there's something somewhere that said octagon shape traps paranormal entities, which I thought it would be more like pentagon shapes because you got the pentagon star,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
That's
It's also
really interesting.
yeah, I thought so too. It's also built on a ley line, so
Here we go with the fucking ley lines.
and it's also built out of brick and limestone, which are
which
notorious
holds
for
energy.
holding energy.
Okay, awesome,
Yes,
great.
yes.
We're doing real good here.
So, yeah, yep. So that's kind of the structure of this building.
Okay, I feel it.
It was yeah. It was the Caldwell family home and plantation for a long time and is now a museum.
Museum.
It is a museum. It said that Mr. Caldwell, I feel like I'm saying that wrong. I think it's
Caldwell?
just my sinuses. Caldwell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caldwell, that's
Yep,
it.
it's just my sinuses are plugged up and my nose
can't
and
hear
ears
what
aren't
exactly you're
working.
saying.
Yeah. So it said that he performed some weird rituals in the house, which some people believe conjured a dark entity.
Love that for him.
Uh-huh.
For real. You don't learn.
No, but this is actually kind of tragic.
I'm scared, okay.
So Mr. Caldwell had a 7-year-old daughter named Mary Elizabeth. And,
Pause. Can we talk about how everyone that, like, back in the old days who...
Oh, everyone was named Mary.
Yeah, everyone is Mary.
No, yeah.
And we should just... my grandmas... I had both my grandmas on my mom and my dad's side.
Okay.
Mary.
Okay.
One M-A-R-Y, one M-A-R-I.
Oh, okay.
And so my mom's middle name is...
Mary.
I think it's Marie.
Okay.
Same damn spelling.
Yeah.
But then my sister's middle name was Mary.
Okay.
And now my daughter's middle name is... One of them.
Yeah. Nice.
So I don't know. That must have been a real popular name.
It's always a popular name, right? Because it's like a...
It's either a first name or it's a middle name.
It's a biblical name, which I think is why it's popular.
You know, Ariel means like life of God or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is there an Ariel in the Bible? I'm not super well versed in the Bible. But there's a lot of Marys, like more than one Mary in the Bible.
I think it's a boy.
Oh, yes. Archangel Ariel is a archangel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I knew that. So anyway, Mary Elizabeth, 7 years old. I'm going to warn you, this is very tragic. I know you don't like children deaths.
I don't. I hate them.
And I'm sorry, but it is important to the story.
Okay, just rip it off.
In the 1860s, Mary was playing in the kitchen. And the kitchen is in the basement of this house.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well,
wait, no, it makes sense.
Yeah, if you think about it, it makes sense, but it's weird in today's day and age. Yeah. She was standing too close to the fire.
No.
A coal jumped out and caught her dress on fire.
No. She did not burn.
I kind of want to tell you that she died. Well, she did die, but I kind of just want to leave it at that. But I will say she died 7 days later from her burns.
She was she was tortured
Yes.
because she probably had burns the majority of her body, and they've got infected.
Well, if
and it was
especially
painful as fuck.
yeah, like that's really it was
It's
not
a
a quick
tragic
death.
death. No,
Yes.
it was a very tragic.
Yes. It's awful.
That's my biggest fear.
We're going to talk more about Mary later.
Okay. Heroes never being held while I cook. Again.
Well, also this was like an open fire because that's how they cooked things in the kitchen. They had like a
Yes.
pot over the open
But Ariel
fire.
doesn't pay attention, and she'll shove her foot into the flame. I don't got time. I don't got time.
Oof.
She's like, "Mommy, hold me." I said, "I'm cooking, honey."
Yeah. No.
And she's like, "Mommy, hold me." And I
You
was
gotta
like,
wait.
"You need to wait, because I'm not getting burned on my watch."
No. Yes.
Oy.
So during the Civil War, it was still run as a plantation.
Okay.
And Caldwell had let the Confederate Army use the hall as a base in a military hospital.
Okay.
Yep.
Pretty common.
Yep. There was a particular story where a Confederate soldier had been badly injured in the hand and foot. He was being chased by a Union soldier, so he ran to the Octagon and hid up in the attic of the house.
Okay.
While he was hiding up there, he took his boots off, and the pressure from his boots was actually keeping him from bleeding out. So he died in the attic.
Oh.
Yeah. Eventually, during the war, it was taken over by the Union Army, and they used it for the same thing as a base in a hospital.
Okay.
So there were a lot of soldier deaths there,
Yeah.
but the actual number is unknown.
That sounds about right.
There was a Union Army spy by the name of Jerome Clark who was captured and killed at Octagon Hall, and they have his gun on display there now.
Why?
Why not? It's a museum.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. The current owners of the hall have said that they hear constant footsteps, they feel their clothes being tugged, see apparitions, hear voices, including but not limited to singing, arguing, screaming, and crying.
The arguing one got me.
Right?
I would love to hear ghostly argue. What are y'all arguing about?
Well, if you think about all the different stuff that happened in this house,
Excuse me.
you've got both Union and Confederate armies in the house. Like, they've kind of got a lot to argue about.
Oh, they fighting a lot. You know what? Don't be shitty. You don't need to own people, okay? Don't be shitty. That's how I see it. Don't be shitty. Okay? Okay. Thank you very much. Good day.
Yeah, valid.
We don't like slave owners here.
No,
People who
of
want
course
to own
not.
slaves. I'm mixed,
Of
if you
course
didn't know.
not.
You know what I want for my birthday? Or for Christmas? A 23andMe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be interesting.
I would love to know where the fuck I came from. Someone just told me that I look native.
You could be native.
I could be.
Yeah.
Do I know?
Of course not.
No. Nobody knows.
Of course not. I feel like everybody, though, claims to be native.
I'm not claiming that I'm native. I think I was told that I look
yes.
like I'm native or like I'm Hispanic or Puerto Rican. I've gotten those too. I got told that I look Jamaican when I have braids in my hair.
Like, very intensely looking at you
my
now.
face?
Yeah. I don't think that you look Hispanic at all.
Neither do I.
Okay.
I also don't think that at all.
Yeah. Could be wrong.
Could be wrong. I'm getting a 23andMe, I've decided.
The owners also say that the most active spirit is a little girl. This girl is presumed to be Mary. She usually just wants to play, and oftentimes will cry out for her mom. I know. The fireplace, which had the fire that killed her, has a pot that hangs above it, which they did the cooking in, and that pot will move on its own. Just kind of...
Poor Mary.
Yes.
That tugs at my heartstrings in a different way. If you... A mom and a daughter. And then...
Like, the wife of the owners will not go into this house because she's so freaked out by Mary.
Why are you freaked out by her?
Because she, like, flocks to women.
Women?
You know, it's like, Mom,
It's
and it's
comfort.
like, oh. I get it, though, because there's a lot in this house.
I will go there,
Like,
and I'll let Mary flock to me. That's fine. Is she mean?
No, but it might not always be her. Just because remember, there is a dark entity in this house.
I understand that, but I have my senses. Okay, I can sense
Yes.
it's a girl, and I will skedaddle
Okay.
fast. If I don't sense it's a little girl,
All right.
I can sense shit before I even get into places. Don't play with me.
Fair enough. So now I'm going to talk about an investigation that took place there. And this comes from the YouTube channel Twin Paranormal. The title is self-explanatory. They're twins who do paranormal stuff.
Put two and two together.
Yep.
Your inferences, okay? Let's come on now.
But these guys had a device that is able to give full sentences, and it is absolutely jarring when, like, you just hear a full sentence. And, like, a lot of the times it made sense, and it's actually,
Really?
like, oh.
That's terrifying.
But anyway, the normal gang are the twins, Ryan and River, and they have a buddy, Wyatt.
Love those names together. Ryan
Right?
and River.
Right? They have a good buddy, Wyatt, who is in quite a few of their videos.
What's up, Wyatt?
And then for this video, they were joined by Josh and Seth, who each have their own YouTube channels. So those are all the living people. Also in this video, I've learned that it's a common belief that this dark entity that resides in this house actually killed Mary. Like, set her on fire.
Look, motherfucker, we'll box. I don't care if you're a ghost.
So we'll talk about that more during this investigation because they do investigate that claim.
Okay.
And it's wild. Like, this almost reminds me of The Cage in that everything is just constant. Like,
Oh, really?
constant, yeah.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of, like, things moving around, but there's constant footsteps. Just constant, like, you hear movement. Bless you.
Thank you. It's allergies, man.
Yeah, I feel that.
I didn't take any allergy meds.
So they get into the house, right? They kind of just start talking, and right off the bat, they hear a whistle. Yeah. So they put a REM pod up at the top of the stairs, and it really does not take long for them to hear creaking above them.
Oh, hell no.
And then the REM pod goes off.
See,
So it sounds like someone walks up to the REM pod.
See, that's my thing. Creaking, I don't know why. I don't know. Creaking just like...
Creaking could be the house settling, though.
That's what I tell myself,
Yeah, creaking's not that bad. But there's actual, like, stomping footsteps in this house. Like, it's actually, like, what the heck? So they go upstairs, and this is when they realize that Seth has been scratched on the stomach. Mind you, we're 10 minutes into this hour-long video.
And scratched on the stomach already?
And most of that 10 minutes was just, like, history of the hall. So they literally just walked into this place. They've maybe been there 20 minutes, and it's only, like, 5 minutes of actual, like, footage. So who knows, but, like...
insane.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Scratched on the stomach.
Yes. Yup. Like, right off the bat.
Like, okay, dude.
Like, this place is just constant. There are some spots in this where I actually, like, teared up because it was just so, like...
It's jarring.
Creepy. Yeah. And jarring is, like, a great word for it. Because they have this device that speaks full sentences, and I'm just like, I can't handle this.
I want that device. What device is that?
I don't know. I have to look into it. They didn't say
it.
what it was, but...
I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, it does seem interesting. So, they're all upstairs. They hear footsteps downstairs, and it's so clear and constant that they're convinced there's someone down there. Like, someone living. Probably more than one. Like, It's so clear and constant.
So, like, his house is shaped in an octagon.
Mm-hmm.
And there's multiple floors.
So there's an attic, a top floor, bottom floor, and basement. The attic was off limits during this investigation. I don't think
there's 4 levels total.
Yeah.
And but like it's like the middle of like this place. Like, is it all like kind of like the Pentagon? Like it's a shape of it and it's all filled in, or it's like just like an outer.
I think it's all filled in.
Okay.
But I haven't seen an aerial view of it. But I would assume it's all filled in because they don't have like a courtyard or anything.
Okay.
But anyway, they take out this device that says complete sentences. And it says a bunch of random words that don't really mean much at first. Though it does say attic, and no one puts together the guy who died in the attic. So I thought that was interesting, but no one else thought it was or noticed it. But anyway, the device says, "I'm guilty."
Ooh.
And Ryan immediately says, "Of lighting that girl on fire." And the REM pod immediately goes off. Yeah, there's some creepy pictures out there.
I'm trying to find an aerial view.
I know, I said I don't think there is one. I mean, there probably is one, but... So Seth then asks, "Are you confirming that you're guilty of setting the girl on fire?" You hear a loud foot stomp, and the REM pod goes off again.
Dude.
Like, this is, like, it's actually insane watching it.
I think it is filled in the middle.
Yeah, I think so, too. And there's a lot that happens in this video. I'm just really, like, going over the things that stood out to me. So they decide to go down into the basement. And they're going down the stairs. Well, first off, Ryan announces, they're going into the basement. This is where Mary was caught on fire. This is where the dark entity does a lot of his stuff. So he does stuff throughout the entire house.
Right.
And just as he takes, like, the first step down the stairs, their device says Lucifer.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Ooh.
So that kind of freaks them out, obviously.
Ooh, yeah.
But they start going down the stairs. As they're going down the stairs, Seth gets poked in the chest.
Why gotta poke somebody? No,
right?
Right? Aggravating that is to be poked.
I hate it.
I
like just the feeling makes me cringe.
It's like unsettling and aggravating. Just to, like, that's the downfall of kids. I'm telling you, a lot of times my kid poked me to get my attention.
Oh, no.
I'd like, stop poking me. I was
do not poke me. If you need my attention, slap me instead, please.
No, because then they do, Mama! No.
I'd rather have that.
No, that's equally as aggravating.
I would much rather have that.
I hate being poked. So I think that possibly Lucifer just
well, also
you in the chest. I'd be like, because now I'm irritated. At you because you just poked me.
Yeah.
Okay? I'd rather you scratch me than you poke me, motherfucker. Don't poke me.
That's fair. But Seth is also the one who got scratched.
Oh.
So there's... I don't know why I found that so funny. But they
so
definitely...
Seth's just annoyed now.
Oh yeah, well, and they definitely say too that, like, so this dark entity, and Ryan says the owners of the building say that when, like, groups come in, this dark entity will pick out one person in the group to kind of terrorize the whole night. So they're like, okay, it's Seth. Like,
sorry, Seth.
Yeah.
You are the chosen one.
And he actually starts to get, like, freaked out. Like, that's what's kind of interesting about this video. So Seth and Josh do a lot of paranormal investigating stuff, and they get really, really freaked out in this one, which you don't see in, like, other stuff that they do.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So they get downstairs, and Ryan's like, "Hey, guys, I have a surprise for you." And he pulls out a box.
Is this an Elton stunt that he's about to pull?
A little bit, but he's less intense than Elton.
Okay.
So he pulls out the box, and both Seth and Josh are like, not so sure about this. So apparently they were in another video where they open up a similar box. And Josh is like, no, the last time I did this, like, the bad luck hit me really bad. I don't want to do that again. So, so, so Ryan is like super respectful because Seth is also like, no, there's like a thing here targeting me. Like I'm actually freaked out. I don't
want to open a divot
don't want to
box?
make this worse.
Right? It's a divot box.
I mean, assumably,
something of the,
we don't know.
Oh,
we don't know what it is. Well, they don't even know. Because, like Ryan says, we don't even know if there is anything in here. It's just a box that
you found online.
He has and
purchased.
I don't know where he got it. I didn't do the research into that. He was just kind of like, But Ryan is like super respectful. He's like, okay, we don't have to open it. Like, if you guys are too uncomfortable, that's fine.
Okay, at least he's respect. Elton, take notes. If you
right?
also know who Elton is.
Right. Yeah. No, he's super respectful.
What's their YouTube channel again?
Overnight.
Go look up the Overnight. Overnight challenge, whatever.
Overnight channel.
Elton. He means well.
He does.
But he does. He's more of a coercer. He coerces people into.
He just doesn't tell people. He just does it.
And he coerces. He always like, you're Corey.
Right. Right.
You know who we're talking about. Just go find them, and you'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah, they're great.
Really are. And so is Sam and Colby.
Oh, yeah. All these people are great. There's a lot of really good paranormal stuff on YouTube.
And there really is.
Yeah. Like, have you seen any of Twin Paranormal
stuff? I have
stuff?
not, but I've heard a lot about them. So I'm going to need to, like, watch those stuff.
This was the first one I had seen. In all honesty, because it was recommended to me, and I was like, let's watch this one, because I can do an episode on Octagon Hall. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
And, like, I was super impressed. I was like, hey, I like these guys.
Good. Well, then, pop off.
Because, like I said, I really respected how respectful he was of, them not wanting to open it.
Right. Props to you.
Yeah. So he sets the box on the table, puts the REM pod on top of it, and then I'll just kind of start asking a bunch of questions. This is kind of the part where I actually got, like, freaked out and a little bit, like, my eyes started watering.
Yeah.
So Ryan asks, are you the one who set the fire to Mary? Did you kill her? The REM pod immediately goes off. Mm-hmm. They all just kind of freak out. They're like, whoa, you know how they do.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah, and they're this stupid device that they have.
The great device that they have.
Yeah. I know it's great, but, like, this actually, like, made my eyes water. It said, did I scare you?
Yes, you scared me.
That's what they all said. They're like, yeah.
Yeah, you did scare me. I know you feel that. I know you see it. Don't play with me, Lucifer.
It's so jarring to hear full sentences, though.
That reminds. So actually, you know what that reminds me of? My grandma had this little. It's a Halloween decoration.
Love that.
It's like a little. I think it's either like a ghost, it's supposed to be like a little kid dressed up as like a ghost or something. Mm-hmm. And you walk by and goes, "Boo! Did I scare you?" It starts dancing.
I love that. That's cute.
It is super
this
cute.
Is not so cute.
Well, when I hear that, that's what I think of. Boo! Did I scare you? I think of this little Halloween decoration.
Oh, I love
sitting
that.
there dancing, and it looks like a ghost.
That makes this so much less scary. I'm just picturing him in, like, just dancing. I love that.
It's great. It's actually really cute little.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's motion censored, so, like,
perfect.
Sometimes it actually does scare you because you don't think it's gonna talk.
Right.
And then also it goes boo.
I love that.
It's great.
Oh, I'm ready for Halloween, man.
My aunt's house is my dream. She literally has it decked out for Halloween
year
all
round
the time because she loves Halloween and skulls. And it's like it's decked out, and I'm like, this is what I want when I have my own place.
Nice. I definitely want my own place just to decorate it. I don't think it'll be Halloween year round, but it'll be very cool.
Oh, mine will be Halloween year round all the time. You okay?
Yeah, I have, like, an air bubble in my chest that's not coming up.
Oh, Jesus.
It's fine. We'll deal with it. So, I also hear myself losing my voice, so this is going to be interesting. Because this is episode 1 of 3 today.
You don't got to talk much during the one.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I've got a few things, though.
We got a few.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway, so in this basement, there's also a closet off to the side.
Uh-huh.
In this closet, you can see the light behind the door going off and on.
No, you don't.
So they open up the closet to see, like, what's going on here. It's a motion-censored light.
No.
That cannot be activated when the door is closed unless there is something or someone in there.
See, this is why we don't have motion-censored lights. The creepiest thing actually happened last night.
Well,
so we have motion-censored lights on the outside of our house.
Yeah.
Because it's.
But that could be like a bug or something.
No, a bug cannot set it off. It has to be something.
Could be a
big.
Deer. At my dad's house, the deer set off his neighbor's motion sensor light.
We don't ever see deer. Ever. In Hastings. I mean, it's not impossible, but
just because you don't see them doesn't mean they're not there.
But listen, so my brother calls me.
Okay.
And he was all like, "Did you just come knock on my door?"
Ew, I hate this.
And I was like, "No." He goes, "Did anyone up there come down here and knock on the door?" I said, "No, I didn't hear Brandon or Taylor leave. World and his sister are sleeping, and so is my mom. I'm like, and I'm sitting here going through my kids' clothes, so no." He goes,
I hate this.
Huh. And so then I walk out and I see that because we have separate entrances.
Mm-hmm.
So ours is on the front of the house. His is like technically on the side of the house, but we were on a corner lot. So either way, it can be side could be the front. And to get to our door, we have to go underneath our giant pear tree that we have.
Okay.
And I'm like, so someone came up, and like you can't, like if you were like to go in the yard and go across and just go down to his door, it wouldn't set off our front light. So someone had to literally come up and come onto our steps to set off this motion sensor light, and then it's on for like a good 5 minutes after that someone's there.
Ew,
or
I hate
it's
that.
something whatever, something whatever is there. And he's like, well then, and I'm like, well, did you hear anyone knock on your door? I'm like, no, but mind you, our door is next to his bedroom.
Okay.
So I'm like, you would have been able to see somebody there, right?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, but I didn't hear nobody out front. But I heard someone knock on my door. I'm like, well, did you see anybody? He goes, no.
Ew, I hate
and I
that.
was like, okay. So little did we know, he found his cameras and they're now put back up, and now they're patrolling.
Good.
Someone else tried to break into my mom's car.
Oh, jeez.
Parked in the front of our house in broad daylight.
People are dumb.
But yeah, we don't know if it was a person or whoever, because we didn't see nobody.
Yeah.
And mind you, we have street lights, but like just at like the end of our street. There's none like in the middle.
Okay.
On the one side, there's none like really in the middle. So like it's like pitch black.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I couldn't even see my mom's car. I can't see my brother's car where it's parked. I can't see nothing.
Yeah. So
we don't know if somebody was there or not.
I don't like that.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Could be a ghost, though, too.
That's the thing. It could be.
We're quickly approaching spooky season. The veil is thinning.
But mind you, to get to his door, he's in the process. Jesus Christ, you just spilled. He's in the process
there
of
was a lot more in there than I thought there was.
He's in the process of cleaning out his porch.
Yeah.
So there's shit everywhere. So they'd have to like climb over shit to get to his door and knock. And his door is at the front is a glass pane.
Okay.
You can see through a little bit, but like you'll be able to see if somebody's there.
Yeah.
He didn't see nobody there leaving nothing.
Ew. What? It could have been a little kid.
What little kid is out
at 10? I don't know.
10:30 at night. 10:30 at night. It
happens.
I mean, yeah, there's little crackheads around the.
Yeah.
But it was just it was really weird though. We both did not think that it was a person.
Ick. I don't like that. That's gross.
Live in a haunted house.
Moving.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
So anyway, they're all sitting around the table. Their device says, "We won't harm you."
So and you don't gotta lie to me either.
Yep, and Wyatt, referring to Seth, is like, well, somebody already is. Like, who was that then?
Right.
And the device immediately responds, "It was me."
Exactly. You a liar now. Now I really can't trust you.
Well, they think there's like more than one thing there. But also, they think whatever's there is trying to confuse them too.
Oh, hell yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
That's exactly what it's doing.
Yes. So they decide to do an EVP session. And they sit around the kitchen table, go around the table asking questions, and they do, like the immediate listen back. I know that was kind of weird. My phone just turned on.
It's getting a little spooky.
So they do where they listen back to it right away, right? And every single question that they ask gets an answer. It's not always decipherable, but every single question has a response. So,
Okay.
some of my favorite ones are Wyatt asks, "What's in the box?" And the response is death. Your face right now.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't open the box.
Yep.
Death. I'm sorry, what? Excuse me, ma'am?
Yep.
Ma'am, sir, Lucifer, I don't know who you are, but like, excuse me?
Yep. Well, and I questioned
What
if
is the
there
plague
is
in
any.
there? What the fuck is going
Who knows? Who knows if there even is something in there and it's just something trying to scare them.
I say we don't take any chances.
Oh, yeah, they don't, which...
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, I was happy with that.
Go bury it in the yard.
Exactly. River
With
asks...
salt around it.
Yes.
Salt filling the hole, covering the
There you
bottom,
go.
the top,
There
the
you
sides,
go.
everything's salt. You ain't getting fucking through that thing.
Nope.
Nuh-uh.
Nope. River asks if there's someone in the closet.
Why would you... Wait, Everyone's biggest fear is someone in the closet.
Well, the closet light was turning on and off, right? So that's why he asked that. And as soon as he asks it, the light turns on in the closet.
I think the fuck not. Oh my god.
And you want to know what the answer was on the EVP?
They said yes.
They said, "Yes, Eddie is. Go check."
Who the fuck is Eddie? Who is Eddie?
They do a little bit more research of that.
Okay.
They think Eddie
R.I.P.
is
to my friend Eddie.
is the dark entity.
Actually, a friend Eddie who passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
R.I.P. Eddie.
R.I.P. Eddie. You're not at Octagon Hall, Eddie.
No, he's probably not.
No.
Probably not.
No, I know he's not. Seth asks if the entity that scratched him is close by. And this is one of the clearest answers that they get.
Oh, no, here we go.
It says, "Here I am."
Ah! No!
Like I said, there
hate
were
it.
multiple times that I teared up watching this just because it's so just like, oh.
I have to pee. No one ever get just so scared you have the instant I gotta pee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
awful.
Yeah.
That's how Ariel is.
I will say to me this was less creepy than the device they had, because this I'm more familiar with. When you hear a clear full sentence from a device that makes sense to what they were talking about, it's jarring.
It is. It's very it's very it's a vibe. But, it's yeah. Uh-huh. Okay.
So they decide to leave the basement because they're like, yeah, it's getting a little too spooky.
Yeah. See, basements in general are spooky as fuck, my guy.
Yeah. Yep.
It's scary.
Yep. They go up to Mary's room, and they don't even know that there is an EMF reader sitting on a ledge to a little storage area that's in her room.
Wait, why is it there? Who put it there?
It's probably there for the museum purpose, right? It's a very well-known haunted place. It's a museum.
Yeah, but also, why would you say, hey, there's an EMF in this room? How are they just going to pop it? What?
It's, who knows? I would leave it there. It'd be kind of fun if you were giving, a tour and all of a sudden it goes off.
But if, you're having, someone come in there and doing their own investigation, why would you have your own equipment there? Because that could be seen as, oh, they have it there and it could be tampered with. And they could be, you never know.
I didn't even think of it being tampered with.
Yeah.
That makes me upset.
Which is right. Like, you can't just leave that shit there. Like, they
Yeah.
have to bring in their own equipment so they know that it's not
Yeah.
that it's not tampered with.
Right.
You could be trying to make money off of the ghostly, which is obviously there's other shit going on here that makes it believable.
Yeah,
but like,
there's a lot of stuff going on.
you never know.
Yeah.
People have done fucked up shit.
That is true. That is true. But anyway, they're in Mary's room. They ask if Mary is around, and they say that they'd like to talk with her. And this is when they notice the EMF reader because it starts going off. And they're just like, oh, there's an EMF reader right there.
Right. Jesus.
Seth is like, hey, Mary, if you're here right now, I'm sorry what happened to you because I think whatever mess with you is messing with me tonight. He gets cut off when he says tonight by their dumb little
sentence
device. Yes. And it says, little girl around you. And they have a REM pod that's like in the hallway and it turns green.
This is not a visual podcast. It needs to be because my face.
I know. I should take a picture of your face. Their device also says, take photo. And then...
No.
And then, nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, Mary.
Yes.
Hi.
All of these 3 things were said, like, within a minute.
Mary, it's so lovely to meet you too.
From my perspective, it seems like this is all we get from Mary. Like, it seems like Mary kind of leaves after this.
I think she's just too sweet.
I agree.
Or something not so nice comes into the area and she just skedaddles.
I think that's part of it because they have like a machine that's like a yes/no thing, you know?
Yeah.
And they put it on the bed and they say, hey, Mary, can you, give us answers through this device here? And their sentence speaker says, no, not here.
Oh.
So I think she left. That's what I got. And they thought, oh, maybe because the device is on the bed.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I think you're not talking to Mary anymore.
Yeah, I think Mary's
I think that was a short and sweet little exchange.
Hi.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
It was nice to have you in my room.
Yeah. Like, I just think that was really cute.
Ooh, that smells really good.
Right? I like that one.
That just, like, hit me all of a sudden. You have a candle burning.
And it smells
really good. It smells like
delicious. Fall. I am so ready for fall. I've said that already.
I want fall only.
I'm talking in circles.
Fuck winter.
Right? I wish there was a climate where it was fall year round. It'd probably be way overpopulated.
I heard Nebraska is like that.
Nebraska?
Yeah.
Okay, but Nebraska's boring. No offense to anyone in Nebraska.
Or Washington.
Ooh, I'd like to go to Washington.
Forks, Washington.
There's Bigfoot in Washington, too.
Oh. Well.
Yep.
Let's go.
They eventually realize that they're probably not talking with Mary. But
yeah, I told you that one.
It does take a long time. And Ryan asks, can you confirm that your name is Eddie? Because, he's bringing it back to the EVP. And their device says, hello, all.
Well, hello, Eddie. I hope you're nice.
And someone asks, was it you, Eddie, who scratched Seth?
Oh, no.
And the device says, I can scare you.
Shit. I can scare you, too.
Yeah. And Seth immediately was like, is that all you can? Nope. Never mind. I'm not going to say that.
No. Those are fighting
he caught
words.
Himself. He
yeah,
caught
those
himself.
are fighting words.
Like, yeah, he caught himself. Then the device says, I will flash the lights. And, it does, they take out a flashlight. And it doesn't really do much. The EMF reader, though, goes wild. Like, absolutely insane. And they say they're not going to leave until the light turns on. The device says, I like the dark.
Shit.
So they call out to Mary again. They're like, hey, Mary, this evil thing doesn't like the dark. Can you turn on the light for us? Like, the flashlight eventually does get turned on. And they're like, okay, we're good. Time to leave for the night.
Yeah.
They tell Mary that when they open the back door tonight when they leave, there's going to be a white light and that she should follow into the light. And they say no one else can follow them, like nothing there is allowed to follow them home or anything. But, they try to guide Mary, onward. And, there is a lot more that happens, but that's kind of all I took note of. Those are the things that stood out to me as being really creepy and spooky. And it's just a crazy place.
This place sounds crazy.
It does, yeah.
It sounds very intense.
I forgot to mention, too, the owner had a story of one of his buddies was in there by himself. And he says he, ran out of there just, terrified. And he said it took him a really long time to tell him what happened. And he said he was just, in one of the rooms. The door opened.
No, it did not. No,
and a little girl walked in, stood there, and stared at him. And that's all he said. But imagine, first off, doors opening on their own are creepy. But doors opening and actually seeing an apparition behind it is, terrifying. I would rather not see anything. Unless it was, a real live person.
I would definitely not see anything, too. That just...
apparitions are cool and everything.
I didn't fully register what you had said to me. That he literally had a door open and there was something behind it that wasn't a human.
The door was opened by this ghost. And she walked into the room and stared at him.
Watch me run.
Right? That's what this guy did.
And never come back.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Octagon Hall.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't even.
No, I know.
That's actually insane.
I'm aware.
That's kind of cool, though, but it's actually also insane.
Yeah.
What?
I like that it's a museum now.
Yeah. And not somebody actually living there.
Yes. It's also got a lot of interesting history, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Just, all that they experienced that night and then literally answering back, this crazy shit is,
the answers were so intelligent. I don't know. I hope it was real.
I also agree. I hope that it was real.
Oh, my leg's asleep now, though. But yeah. If you're still listening, I appreciate your ears.
What?
Why
do you say it like that?
Why do I say what?
If you're still listening, I appreciate your ears. Why wouldn't they still be listening?
I don't know. They might have clicked off.
Well, that's just rude.
Right? I mean, I rarely listen to a full episode at a time. Because I get interrupted and yeah.
Oh, I do.
So I just continuously go through them.
Oh, I do. I go through.
And kind of start in the middle and...
I listen fully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have an Instagram and a TikTok. You can follow us on there.
I'll put it in the show description.
Yeah. We also have a Patreon. We've never really plugged that at all.
We haven't plugged really anything besides our Instagram.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, that's all for today, folks.
What are you, Bugs Bunny now?
I am.
No, no, it's the pig.
The pig. Porky Pig.
Porky Pig, that's it.
That's a terrible name.
Well, those cartoons were made in not such a good time.
True. I wouldn't say it was a bad time, it's just a very different time where
a lot of things were
more socially acceptable when they shouldn't have been.
Amen.
Yeah. Anyway, peace out.
Peace out, Girl Scout.